Well, Mr. Holmes, what do you think?
I think that we are lucky.
And why is that?
Because of last night's attempted break-in.
Oof. You've lost me.
It is very probable that whoever came here hoped to find the door open. They tried to force it with a knife blade, but they failed. What will they do? Why, return tonight, when they will be better prepared.
Aha! So what do you propose?
We shall remain on the outside, near the window, where we stand the best chance of catching sight of our visitor. Well, gentlemen, ready your pistols. We have a long night ahead of us.
Okay. So, what are we doing now? Let's talk to the policeman.
Mr. Holmes?
He's just going to repeat what he's been saying. So, you want us to be right behind the windows? Can we go behind the actual place? Here we go.
This looks like the perfect hiding place.
Oh. And it just automatically cuts us to the fate of Black Peter. To another section, I guess. Guess we've already used everything up that you can really have a look at in this section, though.
Did you hear that? There's someone there. I'm gonna collar him.
I'll be right behind you.
Police! Hold it right there.
What's this guy doing? Oh, wow. Okay. Guess we've already breached the premises.
All right, my fine fellow. Who are you and what are you doing here?
You're detectives, I suppose. You imagine that I'm connected with the death of Captain Carey. I assure you I'm innocent.
Innocent? And what are you doing in his cabin?
Shall I tell you? You came to retrieve what you had lost after killing Peter Carey. But we were here, waiting for you.
What is your name?
John Hopley Nelligan, but I didn't...
Do you deny that you came here yesterday?
No, but yes, it's just that I couldn't...
I'm tired of this. Off we go to the yard. Tomorrow, I'll see that you're put in front of the judge.
What? But you can't. I'm not... It's a terrible mistake.
Enough. You can explain all of that to the judge. You're coming with me to the yard.
But...
In light of recent events, it seems evident that your coming here was unnecessary. All the same, I'm very grateful to you, Mr. Holmes.
You are welcome, Inspector. But please don't be too hard on our young fellow. I would like to question him tomorrow morning.
So, hint of innocence there. He might not be... I don't think he's the one that actually did the killing. Alright, we can open up the casebook. We're still up to investigate the murder of Peter Carey. Not really much else for us to do, apart from go to Scotland Yard, which I think is where we're going anyway. Speaking of which, Scotland voted to stay in the United Kingdom, so there's that. I don't really know why I wanted to add that, but anyone wanted to know, there we go. Ooh. Okay, so we've got to examine his belongings, so I'm assuming we've got to talk to this guy first.
Good morning, Mr. Holmes. Can I help you?
Good morning, Constable. I would like to speak to the fellow who was arrested at Woodman's Lee last night.
Ah, the young man. He's waiting in the interrogation room. You can go straight through. His belongings are held in the evidence room.
Thank you.
Alright, this evidence room you speak of. Let's go try to find that. I'm assuming this way's blocked, though.
Mr. Holmes?
Yep. The same kind of guy that was there standing up front the door to the house. What's over here? Inspector? That's the morgue, jeez. Okay. Let's just open some random doors. Ah, it's all locked. Interrogation room. Where's this evidence room you speak of?
Mr. Holmes?
I'm just going to go in there. Where is the evidence room? It's obviously not there. Oh, there we go. Evidence room. Over here. I'm assuming we'll be coming here after every case. So once we've remembered where all of this stuff is once, it'll be all a lot easier. Just got to find... Here it is.
These are the suspect's belongings.
Okay. Actually...
A handkerchief with the initials JHN.
Oh.
A pocket knife. It was used to force the door of Peter Carey's cabin.
Ah, so that's what was used.
The notebook that we found on Peter Carey's cabin floor.
Managed to take that.
These abbreviations mean something, but what?
So look at the inscription.
And partner, 1883.
Ah, we've got a name.
From R. Dawson.
To my friend and partner. Okay, so we're going to find R. Dawson. And they'll obviously related, well, not related, but probably married to each other. Well, I guess we can take that ring and still keep looking at it. Anything on the sides? No? Okay. Does the date give us anything to work with? Nope.
To my friend Dawson. I've seen this name before. Perhaps my archive holds the answer.
Okay, so that's that with the ring. All right. Usually you're able to tell once you've had a look at all the evidence. So the game like kicks you out, and it usually like ticks off that you've done with that green little tick. So you know not to keep looking at things when you've already completed the looking at the evidence. So let's go talk to John Nelligan, which is looking like very much the culprit. So let's go talk about the notebook first.
Does this notebook belong to you?
Yes. But where did you find it? I did not know... I thought I'd lost it at the hotel.
What do these abbreviations mean?
Oh, no. I beg you, I can't. If I told you, it would only make things worse.
But I will find out eventually, Mr. Nelligan.
It's definitely not looking good for him.
The sea knife was found near Carey's body. Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, did Mr. Carey try to defend himself or to attack you with it?
I don't know. I didn't kill anyone.
The police seized this valuable ring from you. Whose is it?
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
Alright, it has always belonged to me. What are we supposed to do? I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me. Let's go talk about the ring's engraving. Carey's boots, tobacco pouch.
The ring's date of engraving is many years ago. You would have been a child then, hardly in any position to receive such an item from a partner.
Touché. So now what? Alright, we're going to check him out in close detail. Oh, was that something there? No. Right, we've got the patch. Oh, are we timed or something? Here's that clock sound. Ticking away. He's got expensive fabric, so he seems like he might be a bit of a thief. That unfortunate... Oh, no. He's got blisters on his hands, so... He's got scars. Okay. Alright, and I can move this around. Here we go. Okay, that makes sense, because we've already been around a couple of times. Calluses. Nothing else that we can have a look at. His ear, little pimple there. Nope, oh, we can have a look at his hat. The shabby cap. And his character portrait complete. Alright, so... Okay. Get out of here. Get out of here again.
Well, I will see you soon, young man.
Please, let me go. I'm innocent.
We'll see about that. So now, what do we have? One of these things again. So, Peter Carey's body was impaled to the wall with a harpoon through the chest like a butterfly. Several unsuccessful attempts were made to break in, according to the scratches around the lock. Swift actions. Peter Carey was armed with his knife, but he did not have time to use it. The murderer acted quickly and instinctively. We got Nelligan's notebook as well. A notebook with a bloodstain on its cover indicating that it was dropped into the pool of blood after the murder. It belongs to Nelligan. So, I don't think Nelligan's the one in trouble, but let's go. I'm not even quite sure what I'm supposed to be doing here, because unfortunately I missed reading out what it said before. But let's go with break-in attempts. And several unsuccessful attempts were made to break in, according to the scratches around the lock, and Peter Carey was armed with his knife. Let's go. Alright, okay. The game automatically does it all for you, I guess. So there's no real point in it. Alright. Retrieving the notebook. The break-in attempts were made in order to recover the notebook that had been lying in a pool of the victim's blood. This proves the guilt of the person who made these attempts. Yes, but we don't know who made those attempts. Okay, I think that's it, really. What else am I supposed to do? Task experiments are required. We need to find out whether an unskilled and untrained man could use a harpoon well enough to kill by fully piercing a body. How are we exactly going to do that?
I need to stage a reconstruction. I'm sure that Watson would be happy to oblige.
Don't tell me we're going to kill Watson. I don't think we are, but maybe we'll do it through like a pig or something. Like pigs' bodies very similar to ours in terms of, I guess, thickness and all. Aren't they what they use the cadavers for? Of pigs to do all that research. Alright, so I think, unless Watson is in here, which actually wouldn't surprise me. Can't really find him though. Alright, so let's get out of here. And we'll go back to Baker Street, I'd assume. Wait, let's go read this. Watson will be glad to help with preparations for harpoon throwing experiments. John Nelligan seems not to be a usual thief. What is his role in all that? Mystery abounds. So let's go all the way over here. Actually, we don't want to do that. We want to go to the map. Go to Baker Street. Because Watson's most likely going to be there. Hopefully he'll give us pay dirt. We can open up the deductions as well, which is this stuff. Alright. Let's keep the game loading. Ah, there you are, Watson. Right where we've left you.
A spot of whaling, Watson. Would you care to take part?
Are you serious?
No, but we do need to clarify what happened on the night of Black Peter's murder.
A reenactment, then? Is something bothering you?
The sailor's knife, Watson. Why was it on the floor?
Peter Carey attempted to defend himself?
It is possible, but if that is the case, then it alters many things.
I don't quite follow you.
Tell me, my friend, What is the animal closest to man, morphologically, I mean?
Ah, I see what you're getting at, Holmes. You asked me that once before. On the Ripper case, I believe. Do you want to slit some more pigs' throats?
No.
Well, thank goodness for that.
I wish to impale one with a harpoon.
Wonderful.
Watson, let us pay a visit to our butcher friend in Whitechapel. We require the carcass of a well-fed pig.
And the harpoon?
One of the harpoons on the wall of Black Peter's cabin should do quite nicely.
How many did he have of those harpoons? I don't really remember there being that many. Alright. Thankfully the game actually tells us what to do. Let's go to the Whitechapel Butcher then.
I need to take a harpoon with me.
Alright, so we're going to take the harpoon first. So that means we've got to go to Woodman's Lee then. Get over there and get... I thought that was Woodson. Oh, well. Yeah. I guess we've got to do it ourselves then. I thought Watson was going to do it, but clearly not. Alright. Seems like we've entered in a completely different way, doesn't it? Don't remember coming in this way, but let's go in over here. That's where the harpoons should be. Unless we go inside his actual house and not his cabin, which seems like that's the case this time around. Nope. Go talk to the fair madame. See what she's got to say for herself.
Is this your husband's tobacco pouch?
I'm not sure. It might be, but he hadn't smoked in a very long time.
The garden is very large and well maintained. Do you employ someone to look after it?
It is true, there is a lot of work, but my husband took care of it himself.
Your husband's private papers. Do you know where they are?
There was a small tin box, barely larger than a book. He kept his papers there. It should be somewhere in his cabin.
Thank you, madam.
Alright, his cabin it is then. I guess we had to talk to her then. Oh, wait, oh, that's not his cabin after all. Why am I such a derp? Like, literally, sometimes I shock myself, even myself, with just how silly I am. But I think that was a fairly easy to mistake, though. Even though we were here, like, a lot, though. Alright, so we can't have a look at the blood. I'm not quite sure where the body's gone already, but let's go take a harpoon.
That should do it. Now I am ready for the experiment. The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 18...
Yes, stop talking. Alright, now let's go open up the map and go to the Whitechapel Butcher and actually complete our very first experiment. Which is, as I said, having some fun with a pig. Not in that kind of way, though. With a harpoon. Alright. So, now what exactly? Let's go talk to Watson first. See what he's got to say about all of this.
Well, here we are in the preparation room. I can't say that I like the smell of it much. What do you intend to do?
To indulge myself in a little experiment. The challenge of lancing a pig's carcass with a heavy harpoon.
A little experiment?
Stand aside, Watson. This might be dangerous. I am not well practiced in this exercise. Yet.
Sure, by the end of it will be.
Aim for the mark in order to perform the most reliable test.
Okay. And we got to hold our breath. Oh, okay. And then we, I guess, release A. Okay, I see. That's pretty hopeless.
You should try to aim better and throw.
Okay, I'm getting used to it. Oh, you can't be serious. Alright, so it seems like it was thrown, because that definitely is impaled.
This is the best possible result that I could get. Do you see, Watson? Throwing a harpoon and pinning a man to a wall requires either exceptional strength and training or diabolical luck.
If it was luck, then it was a chance in 1,000 that night.
Well, yes. Let us leave now.
All right. But before we go, I suppose I'll have to pay for all these carcasses you've happily mangled.
Very well, but please hurry.
Of course.